Yeah, thank you everyone once again. So today what we'll be talking about a very unique technology from Trimble, and that's basically a office software with the concept of field to finish with confidence for surveyors. So let's see what's there. And talking about the agenda, we'll just talk about what's Trimble Geospatial. We'll have an overview about the TBC. So TBC is the Trimble Business Software, which has got the field to finish concepts. We'll talk about that. Then we have got various editions in TBC. We'll just discuss what all editions are there, and I'll show you just a small hands-on how the TBC software looks, how the data is processed, probably for a couple of minutes, and then we can take up any questions if you have. So when we talk about Trimble Geospatial, we are basically a market leader in positioning, and we cater to different segments ranging from cadastral surveying to geospatial mapping, construction surveying, or topographic survey. And with the help of different tools, like what you can see here, we have got office softwares, we have got field softwares, we have got data collectors, GNSS, optical systems, laser scanning, and mobile mapping. So with the collection of all these tools, we help you to collect high accuracy data and provide the data to the clients with confidence. Okay, so in today's session, what we'll be talking about our office softwares. We have our coming webinars which talks about the other technologies as well. So so our main office software is Trimble Business Center. Let's directly jump into TBC. So TBC is a business center software, which is a desktop software, and then it's basically used to process, analyze your data and all the survey data which is available, which is collected from different sensors. We'll look at that in later stages. So what we say is like TBC is basically a complete survey and construction software, enabling field to finish workflow with confidence. So what does that do? So we cater to different industries. We cater to surveyors mainly for these technologies, and civil engineers, GIS equipments, EPCs. So what you see here, TBC is basically a central hub wherein it collects data from different hardware tools. It takes the data from different software tools and exchange it in different formats. And at the end of the day, you can send it to a Trimble Connect community wherein the data is always available in the cloud to be used and shared by different vendors or different clients. And when we talk about TBC, not only Trimble solutions, we have got other third-party solutions also. So if you have got hardwares from different third-party vendors, you can directly pull in the data into TBC software. And apart from that, you can see we have got Trimble hardwares here. We have got some connectivity. We have got the Trimble field softwares wherein the data comes in, and then the data can be exchanged between various industry-leading design platforms as well, like AutoCAD, Bentley, and then you can have Topodot for road networks and all. So it's like a TBC is positioned as a data hub in our entire gamut of system. So we'll see what all TBC does. So in earlier days, TBC was a software which only used to process your GNSS data. Okay, now it's more than that. So when you talk about TBC, the main thing which it does is it handles the survey data. Okay, so survey data from any sensors. You can see here data coming from multiple sensors here. Even the point cloud data, everything comes and sits into your TBC. It can be analyzed, processed, and whatever data comes, it can be used for further adjustments, analysis. You can correct your networks with the help of the same software, and you can pull in the total station data, GPS data, as well as the level data for the adjustment in TBC. And then we have got something called coordinate geometry. We have got entire preparation of map from A to Z, which can be done in TBC. Okay, so if you have got the point data, you can use TBC software to do a complete COGO functionality, and then you can prepare a map out of it. And we have got a CAD and drafting functionality as well in TBC, which you can see here. It creates an automatic plot creation, automatic GIS features, attribute creation, everything in the field, and then it can be directly printed as a export format. And then TBC, other than traditional survey data, TBC handles your cloud data as well. Okay, the data coming in different cloud formats, it can handle. And then we have got photogrammetry modules in the TBC, which handles your data from UAV. And we have got surface and volumes, wherein in mining or different industries, people use this software not only to import the data, create a mesh, create the contour, but even to calculate the surfaces and volumes. And then we have got multiple application on top of sitting top of TBC. We have got uh, road modules, we have got tunnel modules, we have got monitoring modules. So we got multiple modules on sitting on top of TBC software, which we also have a look at that. Okay, so what is the main benefit of TBC software? Why we intend to use TBC software as an entire ecosystem? Like the main thing is the confidence. So what happens is you ensure that the data is right every time. So once you pull in the data from the hardware sensors and once you take it out to the other software, till that time you have got the entire confidence that you're working on what kind of data. If you have changed the data stream or changed anything in the data, it gets automatically stored as your file also. So it's like you know what data you are doing. And then data integration, of course, we have got a streamlined workflow between various sensors, and we have got a multiple deliverables in TVC. So what the industry requires, that kind of deliverables can be given to the industry. And interoperability, you can have transfer this data seamlessly to other softwares as well. So we'll just have a look at that, why we say that the data what we collect is like we have a full confidence in that. That is because if you see, the Trimble Business Center software is basically managed by and operated and done by surveys. So that team who is handling this software or who is doing a lot of back-end work with this, I have thorough knowledge of survey workflows. Okay, so all the quality QA QC analysis and everything is done here. And we have got a previous versions of TBC, like TGO was there, GP survey was there, Terra model was there. Everything is clubbed. All the important points or important functions of those softwares are clubbed and then taken into this TBC software. Okay, so what happens is, like, whenever you import your data in the TBC software, you get a project explorer wherein you will see what kind of data you have already collected. Okay, so what kind of setup was used and everything. So if you feel that there's a mistake or something happened with the data, if there's a flag, then you can just go to the explorer and just try to find out where is the error or how the data flow is calculated, everything. So you have the live data with you, and whatever data is collected in the field, you can definitely uh, correct it here. Okay, and once you correct the data, you get the map here, and what all data is collected, you can see here. We have got a point creation and history, when you'll say that which point was moved, and all those information is there. So what happens is we do all the analysis in this software and just send out the final output, so that in the third party software, because it's not live data, when you send it to a third party software, you will not know what all issues are there. So in TBC we check everything, and apart from that, we have got a hardcore data analysis software also inbuilt in TBC, wherein all your GNSS data or total session data, the stakeout reports, everything comes in. Okay, and you can have the data analysis here. So you can see here from different windows, like how the data looks, what is the accuracies, can you take this data or not. So all these options are available in the data analysis. And then again, we have got some project integration and management. If you've got multiple projects, multiple people are processing your data, you can definitely come in, pull in all your data into one project. We can merge different projects in the TBC software and then send do the analysis and it as an output to different formats. And then apart from confidence, we talked about data integration as well. So what does this mean? Data integration means integrating the data from various traditional sensors like your GNSS total station level data together. Okay, and once you import this data, what the software does is it has got a industry standard baseline processing engine, wherein it's an improved engine now in the new version, wherein we can process long baselines. You can analyze those softwares with the help of some scientific modeling as well. Okay, and then you can do a network adjustment and traverse adjustment in the software. Then you have got the level editing. Okay, and you can do a site calibration. If you want to make a local sites, you can do a site calibration as well in this. So, and different robust add values are there. We have got a coordinate system manager. If you have got your own coordinate system, you can key in. We have given an option to input a own coordinate system into the software, and then all other COGO functionalities are available in this. Okay, so you see here we have got different sensors. So some data is pulled in with GPS receivers, total stations. So we have got a site calibration, network adjustment, and then end of the day, what you can do, we have got a robust reporting system as well. So we have got multiple reports. Probably once you process a baseline, you get a report of around more than 200 pages with the entire analysis of the baselines. So those kind of processing results are also available. Okay, so TBC is very well known for high accurate GNSS positioning. So TBC is mostly used here. It's one of the best software in the industry to process your GNSS data. Okay, so we can process high accurate GNSS processing. Once the data is processed, what happens is you do a network adjustment. Okay, and then with the network adjustment, you get all the results, you get the error ellipse, and you can do a least square adjustment with this. So after that, once you have collected an RTK data with the GPS receivers or a tool station, we have got an automated mapping, okay, and feature coding, wherein with a click of a button, what you can do is you can create an entire map in the office itself. Okay, so once you create the map in the field, the same is replicated here. You process the feature codes. We have got some inbuilt feature codes available already. So you can use those feature codes and then create an entire drawing of the system. Okay, and then we have got a full GIS compatibility as well. So different export formats like the shape, KLM, geodatabase. So everything is used in this. You can export it to different formats, import the data into different formats. Okay, you can see data exported to a ArcMap software here. Okay, and then this was the report which I was talking about. So you get multiple reports here, which can be directly modified, and you can send it to your client. You can create a proper report structure and send it. And then apart from survey traditional sensors, we have got data integration with other sensors as well, like imagery and scanning. We have another session for this, which explains in detail. And then apart from that, we have got various vertical application integration as well. So we like vertical applications, like we have got tunneling, utilities, UAV, the mobile mapping. So all these data again comes in and sits into your TBC software. So for these two specialized applications, we'll be conducting more webinars in coming days. Okay, and once the data, everything is available, then we have got different kind of deliverables here. Okay, so QA plus adjustment reports is available. You can have 3D PDFs as well. So if you have got your existing PDF maps, you can import it in this. You can georeference 3D PDFs and print out that, or you can use a digitized 3D PDF to use in the field as a background image. Those can be done. You can georeference your images in the TBC software. Okay, and then UAV, Pound Cloud, we have got an automatic feature extraction option also in TBC. And apart from GNSS or optical data processing and cloud, we have got something called a comprehensive CAD tool. So TBC nowadays is extensively used for creating CAD drawings as well. So you may not require a third-party CAD software to send a final output. So here we can use it. You can use TBC software itself to create an entire drawing. So you can see a few examples here. Okay, and then when we talk about interoperability, we have got different workflows, like any third-party sensors, which we already talked about. Then when it comes to third-party UAVs, we take data directly from them. Okay, then we work on ESRI modules, we work on civil 3Ds, the Bentley systems, and then we can have our own macros as well. You can do your own programming for TBC. You can create your own macros in the system. Okay, so what you can see here is like the S3 geodatabase update is available. It can easily import the schema. Okay, and the project-wise integration is there with Bentley. You can have DXS, DWG, import exports with AutoCAD, and many other industry formats. So what happens is Trimble Business Center has got various versions, what we have. So we'll just have a look at the various versions, what we have in TBC. So there's a version called TBC Viewer, which is free of cost. You can download it and start exploring the software. Okay, so it's a viewer wherein you can import some raw data, you can edit some objects, and then you can have a look at that, how the data looks and all. It does not do any processing and all, but you can import data from different types. Like these are the formats wherein you can import the data. Not only this, like around 250 formats are available wherein TBC Viewer platform can be used and analyzed. And then we have got something called TBC Field Data Edition. There's a edition on top of your viewer. Okay, so this gives a field to finish concept. We can have a CAD drawing. So all the CAD works and everything can be done here. for that we have field edition. So if you have data with only the optical solutions, like if you're using a total station and all, you can use field data edition to use it. And then we have got something called surface modeling, which creates your surfaces. It creates your earthwork reports. It can import the point cloud data and have some tools to analyze those and create drawings out of it. And then we have got some cut and fill analysis as well. If you're working on some mine projects and all, or road projects, you can use this addition to analyze those technologies. And then there's one of our main additions when we talk about TBC. It's TBC intermediate. We have the options to geo-reference the images here. Okay, we have got an option to do the site calibration. If you want to make a localized site, you can do that. You can do an adjust network. You can do a network traverse adjustment as well. So optics and GNSS both. And then the core technology wherein we process our GNSS data. So TBC Intermediate Edition has got the GNSS processing engine in this. And then after the GNSS Intermediate Edition, we have got something called Trimble Advanced Survey Edition. Okay, so we have got the road modules and the corridor mapping and all, everything available in the Trimble Advanced Edition. So you can have a COGO and legal description maps as well in this. Okay, you can have Trimble macros, which I was talking about, creating your own macros and publishing it in TBC, and you can use those to analyze your data. And apart from that, then we have got different versions also in TBC, like different modules. So these are the additions. Then we have got modules like we have got tunnel module, we have got monitoring module, we have got photogrammetry module, GIS module. Various modules are available. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just quickly show you the software, how it looks. So everybody is able to see this, right? So this is a Trimble Business Center software. Okay, a very easy to use software. You can see here various menus are available. Okay, what I have done is I've just imported few GNSS data. These are some level data, some total station data, and some RTK data. So all the data can be imported here. And then if you want to toggle between some background images, definitely you can have a background image as well. Okay, so any background image is available, OpenGIS map, or we have got various other raster background maps as well. We can load that. So the processing is very simple. Like once you import your data, so these are some control points data which has been imported, and it's like quite fast. So I just need to select this, and then when I go to survey this, I get a process baseline option here. So I click on this, and if you have got any errors or any flags there, it will always prompt, so that you'll always go back and check what is the issue with the data. Okay, so this is something like what you see here. You can see how fast it is processing the data. So it's basically network adjusted data. Okay, and you can see kind of a position, the horizontal position, the vertical position, the RMS. Okay, the processing results, you can have a look at this. So almost 30 baselines have been processed in probably not more than 10 to 20 seconds. So that with that speed, we can generally process our GNSS data here. Okay, and we can see the accuracy is what we get with this help of data. So once we have that, you just save it. So that's quite simple. That is the way how we process the GNSS data. And then we have got some other options also available in this. Okay, so what happens is when we go about TBC Center, we have got a lot of resources available. We have got TBC Geospatial website, wherein if you go to TBC, trimble.com/TBC, there are different versions available, different supports available. And then we have more resources here. Okay, you can download a lot of tutorials available in the website, and then use those data. They are real-time live data is available. You can import those data and use TBC software for processing. Okay, and then you have got a lot of YouTube channels wherein you can have a look at the softwares. Okay, more than 250 videos are available for field to finish concept here for different options. And then quite frequently we do have webinars. So if you go to this website, and then we have got a lot of power hours available, which is already published or already there. And so for some new technologies, we always conduct new webinars. So you can see a list here, and you can always try and attend those webinars in this session. So we'll share you the link. Probably you can just go and register yourself and you'll be getting those webinars links. And then we have got a TBC community as well. So whatever data you are processing, if you are having some issues with the data, we have got our product managers and all available in this community. We have got experts, we have got users worldwide who are available in this group. And then you can always go and ask questions, take different sessions from them. And then we have got more resources on TBC. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just run a small software which summarizes what all are there in the TBC software. So probably from A to Z what you see there. So you'll just see what's all available here.
Do you have to install and train your survey crews on using dozens of survey software packages? Do you wish you had accurate, traceable data you can be confident in when your reputation is on the line? Do you want deliverables that really impress your clients? Do you wish it was easier to communicate and exchange data and information with them? Wish no more. Trimble Business Center is here. Trimble Business Center is a complete field-to-finish solution for your geospatial software needs. You can import a wide variety of geospatial data types and work with it in a single environment, eliminating the need to use and pay for multiple software packages. TBC can handle mixed fleets of level, total station, GNSS, scanning, imaging, and UAS data, offering seamless integration with field devices. TBC makes field data traceable all the way through to your final deliverables. With a large set of QA/QC tools, network adjustment, and customized reporting, you can be 100% confident in the results you provide to your clients. Once you've ensured that inputs are correct, TBC enables you to perform a variety of survey engineering tasks and create rich deliverables, including cadastral ALTA drawings for boundary mapping. Create topographic base maps for feasibility design, construction and land development, perform cut, fill, and earthwork analysis, design and inspect corridors, and lots more. TBC's rich feature set doesn't just help you work, it helps you work with clients, exchange drawings, surfaces, construction as-built, or stake out information with these Autodesk and Bentley users. You can even extract schemas and integrate your survey data directly into File and Enterprise Geo database for your Esri GIS customers. A better way to work is here. Get started with Trimble Business Center today. Trimble Business Center, field to finish with confidence.
So this was about TBC in short. Okay, and then what we can have is we do give evaluation codes for TBC. If somebody from the team, somebody wants to work on TBC, explore more, we can definitely help you. Okay, so, and then even we can help you to understand how the software works. We have a technical team available in India. So wherever you are, you can just give us a call, and then we'll help you how to do the processing and all the analysis what can available in TBC. Okay, so let's go back to any questions if we have. So somebody is asking me like what is a error percentage during interpolation of the data. Okay, so it depends upon what kind of data you are trying to manage. Okay, so like if you are using a GNSS data, we have got 95% confidence level. We are using it at a 95% confidence level. Okay, and then we have some more questions like can TBC operate with the traditional data format that some of the organizations are still using to collect survey data? What is the level of interoperability in TBC? Yes, TBC can be used to use the existing traditional data. Okay, so whatever traditional data you have in any format, like if you put that in a CSV format or any format, you can definitely go and import those datas. Okay, so any traditional form of data can be imported here. So be it in any format, so we can do that. And once you have that data in the TBC, you can just do the analysis whatever is available. And the best thing is old data as well as new data can also be integrated together in a single project, and it can be saved as well. Okay, so somebody is saying that I am using Terra model 10.6 for importing TS data and converting to TAWG DXF. Can we resolve this TBC, please? Yes, definitely. Now, as I informed you, we have got all the modules of Terra model, which is available inbuilt in the TBC software. Okay, so what we can do is we can always import all the data which has been read by Terra model. So we have got options there as well. So for Terra model, we have got different options. Those kind of import formats can be read directly by the TBC. And once you have that, we have got an option to export that into different format. Okay, so let me just check if I can do that. Okay, so we have got different formats here. I'll show that we have got different export formats in TBC, so that can be imported and export that into TBC as well. Somebody is asking about the cost. Yeah, see, as I told you, we have got different versions in TBC. So ranging from Weaver Edition, which is free of cost, you can use it for minimum applications, and from that we have got around 10 to 12 modules and editions in TBC. So depend upon which edition you want to be using and which data you want to handle, we can suggest you which model you should be using, and according to that we can just find out what kind of a module is required for you, and then we can just work out on the price. So map to ground distance process. So can you just let me know what somebody's asking about map to ground distance process. Okay, so in TBC we have got something called site calibration. Okay, so wherein we can have various distances that we generally, what we do is we import few sets of local coordinates and GNSS coordinates, and we do a site calibration wherein it generates a parameter transformation, and it gives you a proper scale factor for ground to grid conversion. Okay, so we have that. When we export it, we have got different versions for ground to grid conversions as well. Yeah, somebody is asking that will you arrange us training to understand the new technologies? Definitely, as I told you, training is part and parcel of all the TBC sales. But apart from that, also if you want to use TBC in a demo mode, we can help you to do that. We'll give you some evaluation codes. You can process that, use that software, and then we'll be there to support you with all the uh, help which you require for understanding the software. We can do that. Okay, so we have got a team for that. Personally, we can do that, and as well as I showed you a few resources there in the previous slides. So we have the entire resources from A to Z, how from starting from importing a data to process a TBC, GNSS, TBC optics, or any data, and to process your road, tunnel, or your UAV data. So all the options are already available with that. So it's very easy to understand software. It's very user friendly. Okay, so yeah, that is done. We can definitely train you to understand the softwares, understand the new technology. So the free software, as I was telling you, we have got the TBC viewer model. So once you go to the TBC website, just Google in or just go to Trimble Business, trimble.com/TBC, you will be taken to the website. You can download the latest edition of the software. You can run it, and there are few options which are available to you to use free. So it's a viewer options like some CAD functionalities and some other viewing functionalities are available in that. Okay, so you can use that. So when we talk about some free softwares for TBC GNSS data analyzing, there are some softwares which are scientific softwares which are used. But other than that, as a vendor-specific softwares, like we have got various softwares here. So TBC is one among them. Yeah, we'll make a couple of minutes for a few more questions if there are any. So I would request everyone to come and use the TBC software. Just try your hands on. We have got even special schemes for surveyors, for even for educational departments. Okay, wherein it's available at very aggressive pricing. Any tutorials available for the reference? Yes, tutorials are available for the reference. So whenever you install the TBC software, there's a help file available. So you go to the help file, there are resources. It says help file, and when you click on that for each modules of TBC, you will be getting individual help files. And apart from the help files and tutorials, you have got a data sets as well. So it will show, you can download the data sets from TBC, and then you can use it for further analysis. You can use that, yeah. And the good part is everything is freely available. You can import n number of data which are available in the Trimble database, and then you can use it for the analysis. And if you have any queries on that, you can definitely reach to us, and then we'll show you how to press that. Yes, yes, definitely. TBC is all-in-one software. So once you have got this software, you may not require any other software to do a start to finish workflow. Like what happens is when you have this TBC software, it directly talks to your field crew as well. Okay, we were talking about TBC software and how it processes the data, but what happens is it talks to your field crew. So if you have 10 surveyors or 5 surveyors who are in the field, I can sync my data from here and then send whatever available details. Like if you want to send a background image to a surveyor in the field, so what I can do is with the help of TBC and with the help of Trimble Connect, I can send those background images to the multiple persons who are available in the field. Or if I want to send them some files which data which needs to be staked out in the field, some road design data from TBC itself, what I do is I import the data, I process that, and I export the design file to the field in seamlessly. Okay, so once my field crew is in the field, then he'll be able to see how the data is. So he'll get a message that your some data has been coming in. He can just import those data, and then your design data is available in the controller in the field, and then you can do a stakeout in the field. And once the data is completed, you need not switch in to your computer and download the data. You can just sync the data there, and it goes back and sits into your TBC software. Okay, so it's a seamless data flow between field and office. Yeah, somebody's asking me. I found Terra Model software is a very good software for plot subdivision. Okay, so will it be any option in TBC to counter generate without using the dongle key? No, you need to use a dongle key for that. Yes, I definitely agree. TBC Terra Model was a good software for plot subdivision. Okay, but what happens is those plot subdivision program has been inbuilt in TBC, which I told you already. But you need to have a hardware key. You need to have a version of a TBC which can do this subdivision of plots and tasks, which I have been showing you. Okay, in the field itself or in the office. So in the TBC you can do that, but then without a hardware key, without a dongle key, you cannot do that because it's very limited, because we have got only a viewer version available with that. So what happens is you need to have a minimum version of TBC software to do a subdivision. Okay, so we can talk about that, what version you would be requiring, and we can help you to overcome that. So generally the hardware requirement of TBC, we don't require a very high processing engine unless and until you are using the point cloud data or mobile mapping data. Because as I told you, we can process the point cloud data, mobile mapping data, or UAV data in TBC. So if you are not using those kind of heavy data, you can a normal laptop with 4 GB RAM and Windows 10 processor with i5 should be fine, like i5, but it's advisable to have i7. So those kind of systems processes your data, because processing engine for TBC is very light now. Okay, so you can run the baseline or GNSS, the general processing what you want to do, you can do that. So normal hardware will do, normal laptops, but unless and until you are processing any point cloud data or other data, you would require a high-end system with graphic card. So thank you, everyone. If there are no further questions, we'll end this session. Because what happens is TBC is a very vast software. I've just given an overview what it does. Okay, and then for each session probably it takes a couple of days to understand each modules or each sessions. So what we can do is we can definitely organize kind of a training for your organization if required. Okay, and we can do a hands-on. Okay, so thanks a lot everyone for attending the session, and thanks a lot for the organizers as well to organize this. Thank you.